Welcome to video 4 of the Stress Less, Lose More 5-Day Challenge. Today, we are going to learn how to just breathe to decrease stress. So we are going to be zen and just breathe and learn how this can not only decrease our stress, but can also prevent our bodies from making us store more fat as a result of stress. Stress and digestion. Stress does affect our digestion because stress turns off digestion, and as a result, the body cannot properly digest food when stressed. So we need to eat while we are relaxed. And it doesn't necessarily is a difference between healthy foods and non-healthy foods. It's the same thing. When we are stressed, our body turns off digestion because it shunts the blood that we would need to properly digest our food from our stomach to our arms and our legs so that we can either fight or we can flee from that stressor. And our body cannot determine the difference between us running away from a predator like a lion who might kill us, or we have just lost our keys and we are already late for work. It doesn't differentiate the difference. It just knows that we are stressed. And in those cases, it turns off digestion and turns on the stress mechanism. So once again, no matter how healthily we eat, if we are stressed when we eat, guess what? The food will be stored as fat. Did you get that? The food will be stored as fat. So we need to be relaxed when we eat. So then how do we do this? Because I don't know about you, but there have been many times that I've eaten while stressed. I'm a former nurse, worked in a busy ER, so I eat stressed quite a lot. I don't know about you. So we need to learn how to decrease our stress especially during those times when we eat. So we're going to use the technique called the 5-5-7 breath. You would do this before every meal. You're going to gauge how stressed you are before you eat. And if you're stressed, you're going to do this every time right before you eat. And you can also use this whenever you feel stressed as well. This is a favorite technique of all of my clients. They love it. This is the technique that they use the most, and they share it with their family and friends because it works so well. Because this 5-5-7 breathing actually tricks the mind to respond like a relaxed mind or person and body. It turns off stress and turns on digestion. So the mind is like, hey, I thought I was stressed. But after we do the breathing technique, your mind's like, I'm actually relaxed. I'm like a relaxed person, so I must not be stressed. And it turns off the stress mechanism and turns on our digestion so that we properly digest our food. Once again, it turns off stress and turns on digestion. So here is how it works. Here is what you will be doing. You will inhale for a count of 5. So you go inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you will hold that breath for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you will exhale for a count of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yes, the exhale is longer than the inhale because we really want to get rid of the carbon, the CO2, okay, so that our body has more oxygen. This is another beneficial element of the 5-5-7 breathing because that increase in oxygen also helps us to have that increase of energy as well. This is one cycle or one time. When you do inhale, hold, exhale, it counts as one cycle, or doing the 5-7 breath one time. And you're going to do this 10 times because doing this 10 times will actually equal about 2 minutes. So you will learn how to, by doing this, you will de-stress within 2 minutes. This gives your body a chance to relax before your meal. And do this as many times as needed to lower your stress. You might not need to do it all 10 times. There are some days you do it and you might be like, oh, I need to do it one more time. So you gauge how many times you need to do this by how stressed you are at that time. This, once again, will increase your digestive capacity. It helps your body to pull more nutrients from the food that you are eating. And the food you eat will not be stored as fat. That's right, the food that you eat will not be stored as fat. So action steps. Do the 5-5-7 breathing technique at least once today and commit to doing it before each meal for the rest of this challenge. Question of the day. Note your level of stress before your next meal, before you eat. Is your stress on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 meaning you are really stressed, 1 you are not stressed, or you could be a number in between. Do the 5-5-7 breathing technique and post how you felt when done. And how many cycles did it take you to get to that level? For instance, you might say, well, on a scale of 1 to 10, I was at a 10. But after doing the 5-5-7 breathing technique, I was at a 1 and I did it 10 times.